Africa. I hope, and I guess we are the #1 youth radio station in Grahamstown. You can speak to me right now on 0466038847. I'm with Professor Rosanne Kruger, the Dean of Law Faculty, helping us to analyze the state capture report in the legal perspective. Last week we were with a lecturer from the politics department, which is Wesley Seal. Mr. Wesley Seal was here to analyze the state capture in the politics perspective. We discussed it. We came with answers. What will happen in 2019 elections? We also speak of the 2017 elections for the ANC, that people are talking about, that Zuma should go down. The political perspective view, we spoke about it last week. This week we are speaking on the legal perspective on the matter. Welcome to RMR 89.7, Prof. Kruger.
Thank you, Tokozani.
Prof, tell us, what does this report mean? Because I know on our Facebook group as a Rhodes University student, we've been talking about it. Everyone posting like, Zuma should go down everywhere in this university. But I'm wondering how people in Jozi the township who are not much literate like us take or view this matter of the state capture report.
I think the important thing to realize is where the state capture report or the state of capture report comes from. And that is from the Public Protector's Office. That is one of the Chapter 9 institutions established in terms of the Constitution to support, nurture and enhance constitutional democracy. Now, the Public Protector has a very specific task, and that specific task is to investigate allegations of, among other things, corruption in government departments and in the executive and the legislature and so forth. Now, the report means, in short, that the Public Protector received complaints. She investigated these allegations of misconduct of this nature and found that these merit in the allegations that outsiders, that is to say the Guptas, had exerted some significant power in the making of appointments, awarding benefits, contracts and the like. So there was a finding of an indication of improper and or unethical conduct by the Public Protector. And I mean, I think it speaks for itself that where there is such improper influence by members who are, or by parties who are not members of the executive, or even by members of the executive, where there's improper influence, that undermines honest, transparent, accountable government, and that is the role of the Public Protector to ensure that this is maintained.
Wow. Prof, also I've heard people saying now Zuma must go down, but also some people speak not being aware of the legal perspective of the matter, whereby the president still has an option B to take the report on a judicial review, I guess. Is that possible for the president to take the matter to judicial review, and are there any prospect of success?
The only way in which the President can contest the findings of the Public Protector is by taking it on judicial review. After the decision of the Constitutional Court in the case of the EFF versus the Speaker of Parliament, we know that the findings of a Chapter 9 institution, particularly the Public Protector, that those findings are binding and they can only be contested in a court of law. So if the President would like to take it on review, he should take it on review, and then the court will take a look at how the Public Protector came to her findings and recommendations and make a finding as to the validity of those findings. However, I think the important thing to remember here, and this speaks to your prospects of success, is that the Public Protector in her report made it quite clear that this is a staged inquiry. She said, this is the preliminary stage, and I am giving the baton on to someone else to carry force, or to carry the investigation on, and she specifically, her recommendation is that within 30 days of the release of the report, which was on the 2nd of November, there should be an appointment of a Judicial Commission of Inquiry, yet another. I'm afraid I'm not all that excited about commissions of inquiry, but in any case, let's hope this one's going to be great. A commission of inquiry that has to be headed by someone appointed by the Chief Justice, and that second stage of the inquiry will have a very rigorous interrogation of all evidence in relation to these matters. She made it quite clear that these are preliminary findings, and basically saying there's smoke, there's a little bit of an inclination that there's a fire somewhere. We have to take a closer look.
You can contact us, ask Professor Kruger any question on 0466038847 or just inbox me on Facebook. It's Chochi Chogozane. I will read your question or your comment to Prof. Kruger. She's here with us. Do not go anywhere as we take a short music break.
No, it's not that. No, I have to say, when I read the